Hi there, I'm Dan Sanchez, managing broker with Coldwell Banker Danforth, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to show you, oversimplified, how property taxes are affected by upzones. Okay, so in this example, what we're going to do is I'm going to use a whiteboard over here. We're going to assume that your house is worth, say, $700,000. In that case, the county tax assessor probably thinks your house, it probably has a value of $600,000, okay? Now, as properties get older, the land becomes a greater percentage of the overall value. So as an example, developers right now will pay 33% of the finished product for the land. So if they wanted to build a $900,000 townhouse, they pay $300,000 for the land. Now, as properties get older, the land tends to increase faster than the house. The house usually kind of deteriorates a little bit. So it's very common for the tax assessor to apply 50% of the value to the house and 50% to the land. So if your house is, on the market worth $700,000, or whatever automated valuation system says your house is worth $700,000, probably the tax assessor is saying $600,000, and he's probably saying that your land is worth $300,000 and your house is worth $300,000. Now, let's say the property is upzoned. There's different kinds of zoning. LR1, LR2, and LR3 are very common. LR stands for low rise. When you see that zoning, just think of townhomes. So, townhouse, your typical, 1,500 feet, 3-story, house that usually pops up in 4s and 6s, okay? These days, those are probably worth, new one's probably worth about $900,000. So let's say your property is upzoned so that now a builder could build another house in the backyard, which is pretty common. Okay, so here's how the math works on that, and here's how it hurts you on your taxes. So let's say your house, the tax assessor says your house is worth $600,000, okay? That's $300,000 for the house and $300,000 for the land, okay? Now, if all of a sudden a developer can build another house on your land, that's going to add $300,000 in value to your house, according to the tax assessor. The tax assessor doesn't care what your house is being used for, what your land is being used for. They only care what can be done with it. So when your tax bill rolls around again, your house, according to the tax assessor, is now going to be worth $900,000. So if your house was worth $600,000 according to the tax assessor, your tax bill was probably $5,000 a month, okay? Well, 900 is 50% more than 600, okay? So your tax bill is going to go up by 50%, which is, it's going to go from $5,000 a year to $7,500 a year. And that's if your property is only zoned for one more house. What if it's zoned for 2 more? You can see how your tax bill could easily go up at least 50% and could quite possibly double. My next video is going to be talking about how developers rip you off. We're going to use the same example. Thank you.